What's up, everybody? Patrick LaRouche here from Evolve Restorative Therapy. You can find me at livepainfreeprocess.com. I have a pain-free concierge service that teaches people how to eliminate pain and live and move pain-free, all by balancing out their lives from soup to nuts, bottom to top, inside and out, getting you to learn and do exactly what you need to do to eliminate pain. Now, this month's video series is going to be an exciting one, and it's got me all sorts of hype because it's very dear to my heart, and it's the secret thing that I do to get my people, my clients, living and moving pain-free. It's all about balance. And we're not talking about the type of balance that you bounce on one foot and you're doing physical balance. Well, we're going to be talking about that at the very end, but it's not about that type of balance. It's about balance internally. What's happening within your mind and what's happening within your body. What's happening with the pull, the struggle that you have within one part of your life, let's say work, and the other part about life. You know, the work-life balance is everyone understands, everybody looks for, and they don't realize that it's something that you have to work at. You have to do the work in order to get there. And so many people just, hope it's going to work. They poke and they hope and they try. They don't realize that it's something that you create. It's not something that you try to create. It's something that you just create. You just do based off of what's in front of you. And so many people just keep on trying to do things all over the place, and they don't really realize they're not creating balance. So the word that you have to realize is that everyone forgets about it is homeostasis. You know, it's very big, rolls off the tongue, homeostasis. And that word is known in the human body as the way that the body finds balance. But balance is not one straight line. That's not a balanced state. A balanced state is your body will come into balance, out of balance, into balance, out to balance. And that, if you do it well enough, the majority of the time, your body will be in balance. But that's the only way it works. The only time you are in a straight line is when you're dead. So let's not try to get it perfect and stay perfect, because it won't. You're always going to have to ebbs and flow. And that's where this comes in. You have to learn how to balance out the fact that when you are out of balance, you recognize that you're out of balance. And you do the same tricks that you did to get back into balance. And that's how we do it. So I'm going to be talking about all sorts of different ways of balance. We're going to talk about work-life balance. We're going to talk about, the concept of gray space, how you're going to do that, the concept of improving yourself, and how that is a lack people don't do well enough. And we're going to actually talk about actual balance. But this week, it's all about bringing to your awareness the forefront of what is balance. And the easiest way that I teach people is you need to sit down with yourself. And this concept this thought needs to run through your head, and you need to put it towards everything that you do. If you want work-life balance, if you want to balance that out, if you want to balance out yourself, you want to balance out, being able to play with your kids, movement, anything, you need to really focus on this question. What do you need versus what do you want? Now that's hard for people to really wrap their head around, because people mesh wants with needs all the time. What you need are things that's actually going to help you live, not help you survive, or it's not going to give you convenience. Because the other thing I say all the time is convenience is a silent killer, right? If you don't do something well enough, you're not challenging yourself, your body's slowly withering away without you ever noticing. But these things are a hard need. Like kids need to play. They need physical activity. They need to do that, or they start to deteriorate. Human beings need to communicate. They need to be around people, or else they'll isolate themselves and eventually fall apart mentally. Right? Those are hard needs. You need water. You need food. You need laughter. All those things are needs, right? So when you want to do anything, you have to sit down with yourself and realize, what do I need? And majority of people I know for a fact, have a hard time making the difference between the two, because they're unclear about themselves, about what they need, about their limits, about their boundaries, about everything that's happening. So it's very hard to show you exactly what you need. And that's a hard conversation for someone to have with themselves, because they're going to hear some things that they don't want. Like, do I need a new cell phone? No, I don't need a new cell phone. Would I want a new cell phone? Yes. Do I need a fancy car? No. Do I want one? Yeah, why not? That is what needs to happen in your head, right? So, do you need to work out? Yes. Do you need to eat healthy? Yes. Is it always convenient? No. So it's going to take extra energy to do the things that you need. And that's why so many people lead with the wants, because it doesn't take that much energy. And that's the pitfall that we consistently fall into. And that's what I want you to focus on today. So my question to you is, how often do you ever think about your needs versus your wants? And then, do you ever really stick with your needs before your wants? Because I will tell you this, I will leave you with this thought. If you're ever saying, I don't have enough time, it's because you did not measure out your needs versus what you want. Because we're doing more of the wants consistently more than the time we allot for the needs. So we do our wants, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, we're running out of time, let's do this because I need to do this. And then you don't have enough time, and then you're rushing, and then you're driving yourself crazy. So how often do you do that? How often do you run out of time and say, I don't have time? And that's the reason why, because you never balanced out your needs versus wants. And that's how we're going to create balance. We're always going to be looking at the needs versus wants. So next week, we're going to be talking about work-life balance, something that everyone wants to know about, everybody wants to do, and that's what I'm going to be talking with next week. Till next time, peace.